So I want to make a video on sleep. I think it's probably the most underrated thing for your health and well-being, and we know very, very little about how to optimize it. I've been seeing things online for years now about sleep, and just in the last few days it's really clicked for me. So the first thing is caffeine intake. Really minimize it. So for me, 7 to 8 hours before sleep, no caffeine. They say 6 hours, but those extra couple of hours I think really help. And I've already noticed a difference. On top of that is no food 2 to 3 hours before sleep. And that seems to get a very, very good result. I wake up feeling rested, like proper rested, not tired and all these things. It's so good actually. So I think it's really those two things. It's the minimization of the caffeine, leaving that window, as well as the food intake. And then I do believe that intermittent fasting also helps with the sleep recovery and just recovery in general. So leaving a 14 to 16 hour gap between your last meal, say whatever time that is. For me, it's like 5, 6 p.m. And then my next meal is between 10 and 12 the next day to get that 14 to 16 hour window. So intermittent fasting, 6 to 8 hours, no caffeine before bedtime for your sleep. And then of course, no food 2 to 3 hours before sleep as well. And your body and mind somehow, I'm going to say that it's up to 50% better with those things, maybe even more. So it really allows you to recover. It allows you to go into a deep type of sleep and get proper recovery. Obviously there's things like reading before bed and not going on your phone. I think that'd be the next thing for me, but I don't want to go too crazy with this. The 3 things I'm doing already are pretty significant. Probably the blue light from phones and screens will be the next thing. Some people wear a type of glasses, or you could just not use the devices, which is pretty tricky because they're so addictive. You got to check things, put your alarm on, that type of thing. So that's basically it at this stage. Optimizing sleep through fasting, caffeine, and food intake. That's about it really. Especially if you're exercising a lot, you're going pretty hardcore, you got to have that recovery. And if you're working pretty stressful, full-on projects and hours, it's the same thing. You gotta have that recovery. And my feeling is, yes, it's about how much effort you put into your work, how much effort you put into your workouts, that you can't deny that. But it's also about how fast you can recover. If your recovery is not good, then you're going to max out very fast, and you're not going to be able to put as much input into your work or your workout. So that's something to consider, is that every time that you sleep, you're teaching yourself and your body and the system to actually recover at a faster rate, which in turn allows you to put more input into whatever you're doing. For me, it's work. For me, it's working out. That's it really. So thanks for watching.